All right, good evening, everyone, and thanks for logging on to bamchase.net. It's about 5:30 here on Monday, and we're tracking some showers and storms that are making their way into the central portion of the state right now. We'll see those hang around until probably the 8 or 9 o'clock hour tonight, and after that, they will be moving out of here rather quickly. So we go into see the latest radar scans here, and you see some heavy rain, showers, and storms, little quasi-linear line here that will be making its way off to the east-northeast for the rest of the evening. Some locations tonight could pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain, especially as this rain comes through here. Again, we think it should be out of Indianapolis and out of the area probably by the 8 or 9 o'clock hour, but nonetheless cannot rule out some gusty thunderstorms with some frequent lightning and some heavy rain. All right, so what we're going to talk about in this video is going to be the potential for severe weather, and that's going to be coming on Wednesday. And what we're noticing is not only is there a good severe weather potential, but there could be a little bit of a window where there could be a potential for tornadoes to develop here Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Now, this is off of the Storm Prediction Center's latest severe weather forecast. You see they have most of central and southern Indiana highlighted: Indianapolis and Evansville, Louisville, Cincinnati, Columbus, Charleston. Anybody obviously inside the red circle here is where we think there could be an enhanced risk for severe weather development coming up on Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. Now, the question is going to be a couple of things, and what we're going to talk about is an ongoing MCS, or what we call a mesoconvective complex, a mesoconvective system that could be ongoing Wednesday morning and may add to the cloud cover. It may add to the complexity of the severe weather forecast. And what we'll note here is as you wake up throughout the day on Wednesday, as you're waking up Wednesday, we'll go to the 5 a.m. time frame. You see this large area of showers and storms that are in Illinois. That's obviously going to keep a lot of cloud cover around early Wednesday. The question is going to be is how quick can these clouds clear out? You do see that this rain starts to break up by 8 a.m. Wednesday morning off of our latest model here, and then we perhaps clear it out for a few hours throughout the afternoon, and then maybe be looking at some redevelopment by the 5 p.m. time frame through about midnight. You see where it comes in, kind of conglomerates into a big line, and this is where it could really could potentially get dangerous and where our outbreak of severe weather could occur. And it really is, guys, right inside this area that we just highlighted a little bit ago. This is still the thinking of where the greatest threat of severe weather will lie for Wednesday. And not only that, again, we look at our a parameter here that we call our supercell parameter, and there's a potential that some of these thunderstorms could be supercell thunderstorms, and we could be looking at tornadic potential here within some of these storms, especially along the warm front. All right, you see where these brighter colors are. The warm front is going to be draped right about across this area right here. So any storms that get going along the warm front or in the warm sector here could be capable of producing tornadoes, damaging winds, large hail, and very heavy rainfall. All right, we'll show you where that is centered here. You can see the warm front made out very nicely here from our dew point temperatures as we take it back to 2 p.m. on Wednesday. And here it is. You can see your area of low pressure right here in central and eastern Illinois. And then right where the wind barbs begin to kind of come right out of the southeast, and then we get more of an east wind here. But you see winds coming out of the southwest and then turning to the southeast. So that would highlight an area right here capable of tornadic activity, especially with the moisture we have in place, the dew points we have in place, heavy rain, and plenty of moisture for a severe weather event. So we'll certainly continue to monitor that. All right, so as we go over and take a look at our latest, what do we have here? Our latest European forecast model. Let me get back to that for you here real quick. This is the morning run. Okay, so this is the one that has just come in, and it's actually going to become rather nice after Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday won't be bad, but then a heavy rainfall or heavy rain forecast moves back in for the second part of your weekend. All right, so we'll take it through here. And again, as we get through the morning time, what we're watching is morning Wednesday. You can see this big complex of storms coming through Wednesday morning. Now, the European keeps it going, and it also takes that surface low with it. So that would really kind of amp up the rainfall totals here, perhaps Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, and even into the overnight hours Thursday before it would clear out by Thursday morning. Then you can see not a whole lot in the way of rain for the next 3 days, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday forecast, but then Sunday morning, another batch of heavy rain moves in that would stick around through Sunday all the way in through Monday morning. All right, and not only that, behind these storms that will come through on Wednesday, we'll also be looking at a substantial cool down Thursday or Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. We'll show you that in just a second. All right, as we continue to move ahead here, we'll see another chance of rain, probably late next week, Wednesday, Thursday time frame. There will be a couple of nice days next week, but nonetheless, still going to remain under a very active pattern as we head in here to the next 10 days or so. And this is off of the latest European forecast model. We'll take it out to a 144-hour total rainfall estimates, and you can see 3 to 4, maybe even as much as 4.5 inches of rain could fall here over central Indiana over the next 144 hours, or AKA basically the next 5 days. You go ahead and look here in the northern portion of the state. The Canadian model takes the rain a little bit further north. You see 2 to 2.5 inches possible there. And then the GFS kind of takes a blend of the two. But the GFS, similar to the NAM, you see it's going to kind of kill that complex right here, to whereas the European kind of kept it going. So there are some questions as to how far east that complex will actually come. If we wake up Wednesday and we're cloudy until noon, the severe weather threat would be a lot less. If we do break for sunshine and we allow the atmosphere to destabilize, then we know we'll be looking at an active Wednesday evening. All right, nonetheless, guys, there's still a lot of rainfall in the forecast. You see the 240-hour rainfall forecast off of that of the European. Yeah, I mean, you're getting into 6, maybe even 6.5 inch rain totals here over the next 10 days. So definitely a very active pattern still yet to come here. You can see the up and downs in the temperature department. We're up right now. Here comes the cool down that we've been talking about. Some overnight lows getting into the upper 40s later this week. Then we warm it back up, only to cool it right back down with another system. We'll warm it up again around the 12th of June, and then we could be looking at another storm system around the 13th, 14th of June. All right. As we get into the third week of June, looks like there could be some heat around. We could be above normal, maybe temperatures getting into the upper 80s and low 90s by the third week of June. And the GFS would agree with that as well. That previous image was the European, but you do see the heat coming after the 13th or so of June for the third week of June. But nonetheless, rainy and stormy the next 10 days. You can see it in the 10-day forecast. The average high this time of year right around 80 degrees, so we'll cool it off Thursday and Friday, especially at night. We could be running as much as 5 to 10 degrees below normal at night. Some of our northern counties, Wednesday night and Thursday night, we'll get into the upper 40s. We'll get into low 50s for overnight lows in the central portion of the state. And then again, we'll track our next chance of a heavier rain for Sunday night, all of Sunday and into Monday. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for logging on. As always, if you need anything, feel free to shoot us an email at bamchase@gmail.com.